What is up, guys? Zan from the Zan Madden YouTube channel. Today's video, we're going to be talking about how to make your wide receivers better in Madden Ultimate Team against man coverage. Yes, man coverage. Obviously, a lot of players were kind of thinking that Madden 24 was going to be a zone coverage based game.
We should have known better.
But right now, the way that it's constructed currently is that our quarterbacks just aren't good enough. A lot of players are out here talking about quarterback inaccuracies. We're missing a lot of throws in the short, medium, and deep tiers of the field. And the reason for that is called thresholds. So for those that don't know, your quarterback matters quite a bit in Ultimate Team.
No way.
Now, today, we're also going to talk about how to get your wide receivers above threshold and maybe create some value in wide receivers that can win at multiple areas of the field. Now, as a content creator, it is part of my job to make sure that my team is in a spot where it is competitive, but there are some areas to squeak out value in Madden Ultimate Team currently because EA is intentionally putting players in spots where they need just a point here or a couple points there to meet threshold.
They never change.
Take, for instance, the new Chad Johnson. If you were to take this card at face value, this is a card that runs medium routes well, as it comes in at 88 medium route running. But if you were to take a look there at my short route running, it's got a +1 next to it to reach 85, and it's got a +2 next to it to reach 86. What that means is that essentially this Chad Johnson is a card that doesn't run the deep, and it doesn't run the short routes as well as other cards might in the game. Now you take a look here at my Devin Hester item. This is a card that doesn't run medium routes very well, only 82, but you notice that I've got the stock deep route running on him at 92, which honestly is overkill. And that short route running met threshold. So what this says is that if you were to choose one of the two legend wide receivers from last week, it's probably going to be Devin Hester, as he's a short and a deep route runner, while Chad is just basically a medium route runner, unless you want to put a little bit of work in. Let's go ahead and talk about how you guys can find value and maybe bring up the floor on some of your other receivers. The answer to that is going to be strategy items. Yes, strategy items. So for me personally, I am using a +2 over the top deep route running strategy item. It's a green one. You guys can actually roll for green ones. I'll show you how to do that momentarily. But there's a second strategy item that allowed me to make my other receivers a little bit better in the short tier. If you were to go back to that Chad Johnson that I showed you, he actually got a little bit of a boost from that short route running, and that is Coach Frank Wright. In fact, you may have seen some competitive players on Twitter right before the ladder started saying, if anybody has Frank Reich, throw this guy on the auction house, I'll buy him. I was fortunately able to get Frank Reich for about 19K.
Cheetah!
I would imagine that this strategy item, this silver coach, is going to go up. Now, let me show you guys how to go and get those strategy items. If you go into the store and you go over to select offers and you go all the way to the right, you'll see that there is a 7,500 coin. It's a little bit expensive right now, but it is a pack that you can roll. This is a random strategy item roll. And what this particular pack does is it's going to spit out a random strategy item. It could be a team, it could be a coach, it could be a green, it could be a little bit of everything. You see right there, it gave me Doug Peterson. This is going to give you +1 pass block to your entire team. Some of these coaches are actually rather valuable. You'll be able to sell them for more than you were able to pull the pack for. Others, not so much. You see that this one is selling for about 5,000. I'll roll another one here in hopes, but I will tell you that there are green strategy items in this pack as well. And if you do pull those, you can either use it for your team or you could quick sell it. And there you go, right on command. You could quick sell that as kind of a re-roll and get yourself +2,500. So over the course of 2 rolls, I pulled 15,000 coins worth after I sell that Doug Peterson. Over 2 rolls, we're net neutral. You've seen it, that was perfect. But the truth is, you're not gonna roll a net of 0 as you roll those. You will lose coins if you're really searching for something. Now, the cool thing about this is that there are some sets as well. If you guys go into the sets menu and you look for the uncommon strategy item, what this will allow you to do is put all of those silvers that you pull into this set and roll it, and it'll spit out a green. So in the event that during your roll for the silver, for the coach that you want, again, that Frank Reich is probably the one you want, you don't find what you're looking for, you can throw a bunch of your silvers in and hopefully get a green, but you'll probably find it over the top before you even need to go to that. So that's a great part. Now, why is this important? I just want to let you know that over on gridirongameplans.gg, I have dropped my launch defensive game plan out of the Chicago Bears or the Indianapolis Colts playbook. And this is a breakdown of my favorite defense in the game, which is the big nickel over G, nickel wide, and the nickel double mug. If you guys are struggling getting stops in Madden 24, go check it out. It's there on the website. And I have also launched kind of a mini offensive game plan in our vault, which is popping. We got well over 20 videos already on the website in the vault, in addition to that game plan where I'm breaking down my take on the trips tight end. Yes, I'm in shotgun here at launch right now. You guys will want to go check that out if you guys are lacking on both sides of the ball, or maybe just one side. Go check it out. $9.95 unlocks the entire website. You guys can also hop in our Discord where we will be getting lab sessions here this week. But why are those route running ratings important? Well, let's go ahead and show you. Remember that Ocho Cinco item that I said had 85 medium route running? Let's put him on the field here in a post route against man coverage. So I'm going to call a little man-to-man. And I'm going to show you here, this is what is considered a medium route. This actually could be considered a short route as well. Depending on whether or not you smart route it up or down, you're going to see here, if I smart route it up, this is going to break it about a depth of, give or take, 12 yards, which from 11 to 20, your cuts rely on your medium route running. Man coverage is a little bit tougher to beat at launch, but getting to that 85 threshold is going to give you guys smoother versions of all these cuts. You see right here, I can get away from the man coverage much better. Now, some of you guys are probably running man coverage items as well, Jai Alexander, things like that, that are going to help you guys out. Let me go ahead and put Devin Hester here in that same position. As you guys recall, he is not our medium route runner. So I'm going to smart route that route up to the depth where we know that he's not going to be able to run that route effectively. And you're going to see that if he does win, it's most likely due to fluke. So again, you're going to see that that cut occurs and it's basically glue. And you see right there, the guy was in his hip pocket the entire way. So these are the small things that make a big difference. You know, getting to that 85 threshold is going to help you guys out. Now, not all routes are created the same. Some routes are just not good no matter what your rating is against man-to-man. And some routes are going to beat man-to-man, period, no matter what your route running rating is. You also factor in that passing the ball is kind of tough right now due to the fact that our quarterbacks don't meet threshold, as I mentioned earlier in the video. And that is why you're seeing a lot of man coverage. Although if you are struggling, go check out my trips tight end offense in the vault on gridirongameplans.gg. Go check it out. Everything included, $9.95. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.